Hello everyone, my name is Michael Sanders. Thank you for taking the time to listen to what I'm about to share with you. We often hear a lot of advice about how to take care of our heart, our joints, or our memory. But there's another critical part of our health that often gets overlooked, our vision. And the truth is, changes in our eyesight after age 70 usually come quietly, slowly, and without any clear warning signs. Now, I'm guessing most of you watching this are in your 60s or beyond, so I'd like you to answer this question honestly. Have you noticed your eyes feeling drier or more fatigued lately? Is reading the newspaper or watching TV becoming more tiring because your eyes get strained? Have you started squinting more often just to see clearly? If that sounds familiar, you're not alone. And no, it's not just your imagination. What's really happening is that after 70, the retina, that thin, delicate layer at the back of the eye, becomes much more sensitive to damage. Blood circulation slows down, the aging process speeds up, and the immune system becomes less efficient. What makes this especially tricky is that the retina has no pain receptors. Damage can build up quietly over time, and most people don't realize anything is wrong until their vision noticeably declines. I've met many patients who didn't even know they were losing their eyesight until they had to change how they live each day. Vision loss doesn't just affect what you see. It can take away your sense of independence, your confidence, and even the social connections you rely on. But here's the good news. You don't have to wait until something goes wrong to take action. And you don't need expensive medications or complicated treatments. Small changes in your daily diet can make a real difference. In today's video, I'll walk you through 3 small, easy-to-find seeds that may help improve blood flow to your eyes, slow down age-related decline, and naturally support moisture levels in the cornea. These are simple, accessible foods you can easily add to your regular meals. So if you're looking for natural, science-backed solutions that actually fit into your everyday life, stay with me. And if what I share today feels helpful, don't forget to hit the subscribe button so you won't miss any future updates. Here, we're all about living healthier, happier lives after 60. Let's start with the first seed, chia seeds. You may have seen chia seeds in yogurt, breakfast cereals, or bottled drinks. But behind that tiny appearance lies a surprisingly powerful nutritional profile, especially for anyone concerned about retinal health. Why does this matter? The retina is highly sensitive to aging. It relies on a steady supply of anti-inflammatory compounds, oxygen, and nutrients to function properly. But after age 70, silent issues like poor circulation, chronic inflammation, and dehydration become more common, setting the stage for vision problems, often in the form of macular degeneration or persistent dryness throughout the day. Chia seeds stand out because they're rich in ALA, a plant-based form of omega-3. This is one of the few nutrients shown to support blood flow to the eyes and help calm inflammation in retinal tissue. For older adults who don't enjoy eating fish or can't take fish oil, this is a very practical alternative. They also contain lutein and zeaxanthin, 2 nutrients often found in specialized eye supplements. These act like internal sunglasses, offering protection especially if you spend a lot of time in bright light in front of screens or are at risk for oxidative cell damage. There's another benefit that's often overlooked: hydration. When soaked in water, chia seeds form a natural gel that helps the body absorb and retain fluids more effectively. This can be particularly helpful for dry eyes, one of the most common complaints in older adults. I've seen this firsthand many times. One of my patients, Margaret, age 74, began adding a spoonful of chia seeds to her breakfast each morning. After about 3 weeks, she told me her eyes no longer felt dry, and she didn't need artificial tears as often. Her everyday comfort improved noticeably from just one small change. The good news is, chia seeds are incredibly easy to use. You can mix them into oatmeal, smoothies, or soak them in water to make a morning drink. They have a neutral taste and blend well with many dishes. That said, there's one important note: start slow. Chia seeds absorb a lot of water, so never eat them dry. Always pair them with liquid. And if you're new to them, begin with just 1 teaspoon a day and gradually increase. If you're taking blood thinners or blood pressure medication, it's a good idea to check with your doctor before making them a regular part of your routine. With just one small daily change, the results after a few weeks can be truly noticeable. That's why chia seeds are often considered a valuable part of supporting eye health after 60. The next seed I'd like to introduce is flaxseed, a familiar little seed with some powerful benefits, especially for the macula, the central part of your vision. The macula is the area of the eye responsible for your ability to see fine details, like the expression on someone's face, small print in a book, or road signs while driving. Even though it makes up only a small portion of the retina, when the macula is damaged, nearly every daily activity is affected. Reading menus, watching subtitles, or recognizing the faces of your loved ones can all become more difficult. After age 70, the macula is also one of the most vulnerable areas of the entire visual system. That's why, with every older patient I see, I emphasize this one thing. Protecting your macula is a top priority if you want to preserve your vision for daily living. Flax seeds offer tremendous value in this regard. Like chia seeds, they're rich in ALA, a plant-based omega-3 with anti-inflammatory properties for the eyes. In fact, flax seeds contain even more ALA than chia, which means they may offer slightly stronger anti-inflammatory support. This matters because chronic inflammation is one of the key drivers behind macular degeneration. Flaxseed helps nourish the photoreceptor cells, the cells responsible for the sharpness, color, and contrast of the images you see every day. When these cells are undernourished or inflamed over time, your vision begins to fade, quietly and gradually. In addition to omega-3s, flax seeds contain a special compound called lignans, a rare form of antioxidant found in only a few foods. Lignans help neutralize free radicals, improve circulation within the eyes, and strengthen the tiny capillaries that feed the retina. This is especially helpful for people who often experience eye fatigue, light sensitivity, or glare. There's also a lesser-known benefit. Flax seed supports digestion, which in turn can benefit your eyes. There's a connection called the gut-eye axis. When your digestive system is healthy, overall inflammation tends to go down, including inflammation in the retina. Let me share a quick story. One of my patients, Harold, age 74, often complained about dry, red eyes and discomfort while driving at dusk. After adding a tablespoon of ground flaxseed to his breakfast each day, within just a month, he said his eyes felt more comfortable. He noticed less glare, and his sleep improved as well. At his next eye checkup, his ophthalmologist even noted a reduction in inflammation around the macula. There is one important thing to keep in mind. Flax seeds must be ground. If you eat them whole, your body won't absorb the nutrients inside. You can grind them yourself using a coffee grinder or buy them pre-ground. Just make sure to store them in the fridge to keep the natural oils fresh. As with any high-fiber food, it's best to start small. 1 teaspoon a day is a safe starting point. You can increase the amount gradually if your body tolerates it well. And if you're taking blood thinners or hormone medications, be sure to check with your doctor before making flaxseed a regular habit. Flax seeds are incredibly easy to use. You can mix them into smoothies, sprinkle them over cereal, or stir them into soups. They have almost no taste, so you won't notice them in your food, but your eyes will definitely notice the difference after a few weeks of consistent use. Now let's move on to the third seed, a familiar option that often gets overlooked: sunflower seeds. Many people think of sunflower seeds as nothing more than a casual snack during sports games. But in reality, they're one of the most nutritionally valuable foods for eye health, especially for those who experience dryness or eye fatigue. The main reason lies in their high content of natural vitamin E. Vitamin E is a powerful antioxidant that helps protect the retina from damage caused by cellular aging, blue light, and UV rays. If you spend a lot of time outdoors, work under strong artificial lighting, or use digital devices frequently, your eyes likely need even more vitamin E support. Several studies have shown that vitamin E may help slow the progression of age-related macular degeneration, especially when combined with a well-balanced diet. And here's what makes this even better. You're getting this nutrient from a whole, natural food source, not just from a synthetic supplement. Sunflower seeds are also rich in monounsaturated fats, which support the tear film, the layer that keeps your eyes moist and comfortable throughout the day. I've had many older patients tell me they often feel a gritty, burning sensation in their eyes by late afternoon, sometimes with a sense of tension behind the eyes. These are common signs of reduced tear production or moisture imbalance. The combination of vitamin E, healthy fats, and small amounts of zinc, selenium, and magnesium found in sunflower seeds helps support both natural tear production and the flexibility of tiny blood vessels that nourish the eyes. When circulation to the retina improves, your eyes get better access to the oxygen and nutrients they need to function well. I remember one patient in particular, Joyce, age 79, who still drove herself to choir practice twice a week. During a routine checkup, she mentioned that her vision was getting blurry in the evenings, especially after reading for long periods. She also felt a mild strain behind her eyes, particularly when driving at dusk. We made one small change. She added a tablespoon of unsalted sunflower seeds to her afternoon snack, just sprinkled over some Greek yogurt with a few berries. 3 weeks later, she returned and told me the eye fatigue had nearly disappeared. She also felt more confident driving at night again. Of course, there are a few things to keep in mind to use sunflower seeds effectively. Always choose shelled and unsalted seeds, especially if you're watching your blood pressure. If you have dental issues, try grinding them up or blending them into foods like smoothies or soups. If you have a sensitive digestive system or a history of gallbladder issues, start with a small amount and let your body adjust gradually. Sunflower seeds offer a simple, affordable, and practical way to support your vision without needing to overhaul your lifestyle or daily meals. A small, consistent addition done right can go a long way in helping your body restore balance naturally. So we've just explored 3 simple seeds that can offer long-term support for your vision after age 70. Chia seeds, flax seeds, and sunflower seeds. Each one has its own strengths, but they all share one important thing in common. They nourish your eyes from the inside out. No need for expensive supplements. No need for a complete dietary overhaul. And best of all, they're easy to find and even easier to use. But let me be clear. I'm not saying you have to eat all 3 every day all at once. What truly matters is building a small habit, something that fits naturally into your lifestyle, and sticking with it week by week. No need to be perfect. No need to push yourself to do everything at once. After 70, changes in vision aren't always just about aging. Sometimes, they're your body's quiet way of asking for more attention and asking sooner, not later. Maybe you've already noticed it. Eye strain when reading in the morning. Dry eyes by midday, even while resting. Headlights feeling too bright when you drive at night. These things are often written off as just part of getting older. But the truth is, not everything is unchangeable. I've seen this play out many times. One example is Albert, age 81. He'd been struggling with dry, irritated eyes, especially when reading in the evenings. Rather than making a drastic change, we took a very simple approach. He added ground flaxseed to his yogurt 3 mornings a week and tossed a handful of sunflower seeds into his lunch salad. About a month later, he returned with a quiet smile and said, "I read all evening, and my eyes didn't sting at all." But what really mattered wasn't just the comfort in his eyes. It was the feeling that he'd taken back a bit of control over his own health, rather than letting the years take it from him. At this stage of life, many of us feel like we're losing a sense of agency. But that doesn't mean we can't start small. A spoonful of seeds at breakfast, a handful in your afternoon snack. These little things done consistently can bring about steady, lasting benefits in ways most people wouldn't expect. Your eyes are still with you every day. They don't need perfection, just timely, thoughtful care. You don't need to change your entire life. You just need a little consistency and a little kindness toward yourself. Thank you for staying with me until the end of today's video. I know there are so many other things you could be doing. So the fact that you chose to spend a few minutes listening, reflecting, and considering what I've shared, I truly appreciate it. Caring for your eyesight after 70 isn't a quick fix. It's a daily process of adjusting, learning, and listening to your body. And sometimes, just one small step can make a meaningful difference. A spoonful of seeds in your breakfast. A simple habit repeated week after week. No need to complicate it. No need to be perfect. I don't believe in overnight miracles, but I do believe in the power of consistency. And I believe that you, no matter where you are in life, still have the ability to choose, adjust, and improve your quality of life. And it all starts with the basics: what you eat, how you rest, and how you take care of yourself. If this video sparked a thought, brought a bit of encouragement, or simply inspired you to try something new, then I consider it a success. I'd also love to hear from you. What are you doing each day to care for your eyes? Have you ever tried chia, flax, or sunflower seeds? What was your experience like? Feel free to share your thoughts in the comments. I read them all, and many others in this community will find hope and inspiration in your story as well. If you found this content helpful, don't hesitate to hit the subscribe button. It's the easiest way to stay updated on future videos, and it helps support this channel so I can keep creating practical, trustworthy, and down-to-earth content for people over 60. I truly believe this. Age does not take away your value. It simply opens a new chapter, one where being proactive, informed, and intentional becomes more valuable than ever. I'll see you in the next video, where we'll keep exploring the small things that can make a big difference in your health and life after 60.